should be a race room. Nope, they're going right
Yeah,
now.
there they go. Okay. The race room counted them down. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Okay, so both are going to start with concrete here. It's usually he's a pretty easy buster kill once you get used to kind of his patterns. He usually gives you about 5 different patterns. But he also has a very valuable weapon that they will be using throughout this game for platforming and taking out enemies here. So, guys taking off here right now. Smashing wall through the turrets. And you'll see the first, one of the few places that mashing is really important in this game are these elephants. So
I just have a hard time with these elephants.
Yeah, if you're a core matcher like yours truly you're talking right now, they'll take a lot of health out of you, and it does a tremendous amount of damage. So if you are able to mash through, and whether you can jump and mash or dodge the balls there that they kind of push around there for you, the less health that you can get damage and the quicker you get through, obviously the better. But both guys did very well getting through there.
Yeah, so far we got a pretty close race, only a few seconds, about a second apart from each other. It's really nice.
It's a good start. These guys are really good. They're really good players. They know how to play the Mega Man series. I know Soze's run 3, and he's going to start mapping out, I think, one of the roll games. And Creble, I mean, he picks up every game quick, like, so, and this game was no different.
The concrete fight now. This concrete fight's very fun to do with busters. It's a little tricky though, you gotta avoid those little concrete shots he throws out there.
And you can wiggle out like Creble did there, you just gotta wiggle out the D-pad and shoot the buttons and do everything if you get trapped in the concrete. Both had an excellent kill there.
Yeah, both had a great kill, almost virtually at the same time. That's really good. Good job.
We'll be out about 2:13, 2:14, so nothing wrong with that time to get out of the stage.
Yeah, great start so far. I'm pumped.
Oh yeah,
this is gonna
be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
We're in for a treat. I mean, these guys are really, really talented, and both have made tremendous strides here, especially even since this tournament started. And I call Soze the walking gold split. If you ever look at his splits, the guy gets a gold split every 2. I've never seen anything like it, to be honest with you.
You can sure grab them gold splits really good.
You sure can, and then Creble can just mash down his time like nobody's business. So, I mean, both these guys, we're in for a good race here today.
Yeah,
so
here you'll start seeing the use of concrete shot get thrown out like crazy.
Yep, it does come valuable, and especially here to freeze these lava beams that come up here. Nice damage boost to get through. Creble missed it there. Gonna opt to hold off. There's really no purpose to, if you can't get that second lava beam to freeze, you're gonna save no time whether you wait or get to that second platform or not. So, I mean, if you're not gonna get it anyway, no big deal. Not that much of a time save. You can still get a 31.
That's a dragon. There goes the dragon.
There it was, and by it goes. Both mashed walls there with the concrete. It takes 5 shots to get it through. This is a scary jump. Soze's gonna get the damage boost through there. There's nothing wrong with that. That jump is a little bit longer than
the dragon that are really scary jumps to make.
Well, let's see if they go for the skip up here. With this last beam you can zip through. So's missed his, Creble got his.
Wow. It's very tight, you gotta get it on the right pixel.
Yep, if you go too far with your foot in the beam, you'll blow up, because that is a one-shot kill. Soze with the safe LO strat there to get through that jump, because that's also a long jump. Creble's in the magma first. This is another buster only fight if you don't have the tornado power, but this is pretty easy once you map out his pattern. He's usually going to take one big jump or a big 2-jumper to the platforms here. And the optimal thing to do is to get 3 shots in on there. Creble did a really nice job and gets centrally placed for the quick exit out of the room, and Soze just right behind him.
Soze got a little bit hung up there at the end, but he made it through pretty well. He's right on the tail of Creble. Be interested to see if he can gain his time loss back.
Well, there's obviously if anybody's played this game, you'll know that there are plenty of opportunities to trip up or gain ground. So
Very
this
funny.
is for sure anybody's race. It's anybody's race till the very end, up into the
all the way up to capsule.
Yeah. Boy, I had fun with that capsule today myself. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
3 races and he just stayed right to the ceiling. So
Yeah, he did
these
not
guys
want
get better RNG. Couple on the Galaxy. Both guys are going to go here first. Now the safe way to do it is to go Hornet third, because you'll see these little pinchy grabber guys. I don't know the proper name. Don't ask me. I won't tell you because I don't know. But they'll grab you by the head and the shoulders, and they'll take you for a little bit of a ride. Well, if you get trapped towards the end here, you can go into the spikes, which will obviously take some time away from you.
And I think we can all agree. We can all agree. Spikes just generally suck.
Yeah,
we want to avoid those at all costs.
You know, Rush can stand on there. He, Dr. Light could design him to stand on the spikes. Why can't he design Mega?
Right? Where's the spike shoes at, Dr. Light? Come on.
Right? So, usually you do that because Hornet can take those little guys out that you just saw carry them, but these guys are, they're talented enough. They're not scared. They're going to go for it. So, this is their usual pattern, is to go Galaxy third anyway. So, only about a screen apart right now. You guys are still very, very close.
Yeah, they both
this is a very Rush Coil centric level, if you will. You're going to utilize them a lot to hop up ladders and avoid some different platforms. You'll see basically Mega Man in his red suit throughout this entire stage. But
yeah, I was going to say, a lot of use out of Rush Coil and Jet in this game, don't you?
Oh yeah. The various stages depending on what it is, but yeah, Rush is very active in this game. So right here are the spikes that I was talking about here, but Kreble got through it with no problem. And he's going to try to get through the damage boost. Nope, he missed his. So he's through safely. Let's see if he can get the skip through here. And that'll catch him a little bit of time from having to go back through the teleporters. They're right on each other's heels here going into the Galaxy fight. Now, Kreble gets a nice kind of half optimal strat there with the swoop. Sozeman, on the other hand, not so much. You gotta be careful with this concrete. He doesn't have much left, and he'll get through it there.
Right.
So Kreble's got probably about a 5-second lead, 6-second maybe. But still, very good race to start here. Quarter of the way through the game. So next these guys should be going to Hornet. This can be a tough stage. It's a short stage. It can be tough with a bury-in and a couple of tight roping spots with the Rush Coil here. Kreble doing a good job avoiding that first little rock that comes off the gator there, and he's through with that tight little jump. It's a nice job there. He advances through the screen. Soze, no problem with it as well. He didn't even have to do the wiggle. He just went straight up after it.
And these guys are so close. It's a fun race already. I'm so excited about this.
I honestly hope it goes 3. I'm being selfish.
Yeah, I'm being selfish when I say, oh no!
No!
CrebleStar took an unfortunate spike death. Oh man.
Oh, that's weird too, because usually you can wiggle right through that little spot. You must have been too close, obviously.
That's a tough break, because then he's got to start all the way back at the beginning.
Yep, and it's 2 screens right before the cutoff point. God flower for Soze, and he takes advantage with the lead there for the flower. Nice flower there. You can. I kind of reference it as a clock, and the God flower is like the 11 or 1 o'clock on your dial there, and he lucked out with his. And let's see what Kreble gets here. Soze coming up towards the gate here. He's got a little bit of negotiating to do with the concrete block. Nice shot to stick it on the wall there to avoid going up the ladder. Kreble with the 7 PM flower, but that one's not too bad. He negotiated and did quite well. He's on to the second half of the stage as Soze enters the Hornet fight. Now this is not that easy of a fight, even though it's kind of scripted. You're going to want to get those charge shots in, but So missed a little bit there. All three of those can do damage to you at once, but you're optimally going to want to try to kill him towards the center. It's no shame. It was still a good kill. You just kind of got away from him a little bit there, but no big deal. He got the job done, and he's going to move on to Jewel. Kreble is right on his tail, entering.
Kreble did a good job of closing the gap up from that death. So
he really did, because that was probably what, a 30-second.
Yeah, it's about a 30-second, I think, of time loss. So he made up a lot of ground. Really hustled it through the Hornet stage.
And that was a good kill too, because if you don't kill all those Hornets right there, that guy's pesky, and he'll get right on your tail and sting you, and kind of distract you away from Hornet. But Kreble did a good job avoiding getting that kill. So here's Soz. He's in the Jewel right now. This isn't quite the purple hell of Mega Man 2, but there are some tricky points here. He opts to do the Buster strats right through there because he's a pretty dang good masher. You can do the jump mash and kill those turrets, and negotiated it quite well. Right before Vet's favorite, the cheese ball.
Yeah.
This is Vet's buddy.
Dirty. He plays dirty.
That's a tough jump too that Soz just had. You gotta be very careful. You can do one of two ways in both
to find out where his head's at, and then hopefully he drops down by the gate. So they got him a little bit closer to the entrance gate there.
Oh, so that fall, that's a tough one when Jules can troll you a little bit like that. You'll see two different strats you saw. Soz took the magma to the cheese ball. Kreble's gonna do the concrete strats, and he will utilize the concrete blocks almost up until the end of this stage. Now you're gonna use the 3 Hornets right here to kind of home in on him. And then, like I said, Kreble's gonna do that, but jump a little bit too late, or the cheese ball kind of knocked him down, but he took the Hornet back out and honed in on him and got it done. So he's still going to utilize the, like I said, for the most part, the concrete until about the end of the stage there. So the anti-dual fight, real easy kill there. Nice job.
Yeah, Joe Man jumps when you jump, so you can kind of make him jump where you want to. Hopefully he dies pretty quickly, so they make quick work of him.
Kreble closing in on the jewel layer there. Don't worry about that health there, even though it's low. Like I said, you can kind of dictate this fight with his jumps. And the black hole bomb does a pretty good job.
It's a pretty simple fight, pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So this is the part of the route here where you can kind of do it a little bit differently here. Once you get past Jewel, you'll have Plug, Splash, and Tornado left. You can do Splash, you can do Plug, whatever your preference is, just as long as you do Plug before Tornado. Just because Plug is the weakness for him. But really, you can do anything that you want as far as the order goes, and Soz goes to Splash for his 6th Robot Master here. And I believe Kreble will go for... Oh, he goes for Splash too. Okay, I thought he went for Plug. Cool, both guys do this. Just a preference thing, whatever kind of floats your boat, I guess. So Soz is going to come up to the Mega Man 5 redo here with the bubbles. They follow a pretty similar pattern, for the most part. You want to utilize Rush Jet through here and use these little bubbles to do a faster climb. And Soz is going to go for the bubble skip here. And he got it. Nice job.
Good job, Soz.
Those spikes are tough to negotiate with, and call Rush It to come up to your aid and make that jump and clear it, and get the dog from avoiding those spikes too, because he will despawn, and then usually a lot of times you'll end up kissing those spikes and dying. So it was a good job for him avoiding that.
Yeah. Soze having a really good stage so far.
Yep, very clean. Kreble gonna join him in the bubble factory here. Soz is making his way already to Splash Woman. And Kreble with no problem either. Good job. Soz entering the Splash fight here now. The goal is to get her skill up in the upper left-hand corner. Don't ask me how guys pull it off. I don't have the skills, but it's all in the pattern and the timing, I believe. And So's had a pretty good kill there. You got her over to the center right, so really solid job. Anytime you can, I think you can get it before the tridents.
Ooh, CrebleStar having an unfortunate screen transition. He's having some troubles with these blocks.
And they can be tough. The placement is very, very finicky here, and you know he's got a. I think he was a little bit late with deploying his rush jet there, and he had it a little bit on the low side, but he negotiated. He found his way through, and he's making his way to splash. Plug is the 7th boss for Soze. Now this is a really particular stage. It's difficult. It gives a lot of people trouble because the appearance of the Yoku blocks that were made famous right in the beginning of this series. So
not my favorite thing in Mega Man, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But you'll see here that he was a little bit late because of some damage that he took, but you can take either the jet right here or you can do the standard climb. So they kind of splits the difference, and he will take the jet the second way through. And Creble is through splash. Coming up here, he has enough jet because of what he did earlier to be able to start his rush jet from the top of that platform instead of having going down to the middle or towards the right edge. Oh no!
Oh no, that's unfortunate.
And this is not good because he has now absolutely no rush jet. He's gonna have to, and no enemies really to kill, so he's gonna have to do the Yoku blocks on his feet.
Oh, that's gonna really slow him down.
And that's probably something he doesn't practice a whole lot. Because at this point it would probably be a reset in your run, so let's see how he approaches this. This is gonna give Creble all the chance in the world to catch up.
The question is, does he? Yeah, I was gonna say, you think you would go game over here and just start over the stage fresh?
Yeah.
Might be faster than trying to go through the Goku box blind.
Yeah, that's gonna give Creble a pretty good lead.
And it looks like that's what he's doing. He's opting to go for the game over here. Smart strategy. Didn't wait around for those blocks.
Creble's going to grab the safety E-tank here. There's one of two really good places to do that. You can either do it here, or you can do it in Tornado stage. Either or, I don't know if any is any faster, to be honest. Personally, when I'm doing the marathon or any kind of race, I go for the plug one, just because it feels like I'm not as interrupted doing that. Creble's going to go for the jet up here. Let's see if he can make his run valid here with a Big Mama jump. Oh, don't mash it. You got to jump.
Only you can pull off those Big Mama jumps there, son.
You know, if there's anything I have any talent of in this game is I can do a Big Mama jump. The rest of it is a dumpster fire, but I can do it. Alright, Soze's got his jet back. As the plug fight goes real well. That's kind of the standard, I would say, pattern that you'll get from Plugman. Jewel Satellite takes 7 hits, but you got to be careful. Jewel's kind of a finicky weapon, and it's really easy to kind of double shot it without giving the appropriate amount of damage to Plugman, and you don't want to face him Buster only. Now, of course, Magma's a good backup strat, just like Magma is for anything in this game. It's kind of the go-to backup weapon, but he didn't need that. Good on him. Alright, so let's get a jump.
We're going into everybody's favorite stage, Tornado Man.
Yep, Tornado's a tough stage too because there's a lot of weather that plays into it right now. You're going to start off and you're like, oh, it's a nice sunny day again. Before you know it, it gets a little bit weird. See how the spike goes for those? Good pattern, I would say there. I would say that's my favorite pattern. I know some runners they like when Plug does the main jump all the way over.
Oh no! Oh. CrebleStar decided to jump on the batteries, and he had a bad battery and fell.
Now you
so that's gonna close the gap a lot.
Yeah, because he's gonna enter Tornado now, and you can take those batteries. Really, as far as a time save, that's maybe 1 second. it is much more risky. The only payoff that you'll have from it is you'll have a lot more rush jet to have towards the end of the stage when it gets a little bit rainy and the rain's in your face.
Ooh, he almost did it again.
He's going to take the back up.
There we go. He decided to
take
go
the bottom route, and
it's a lot more safer.
it definitely is. And like I said, you're not going to lose the time, maybe a second, but the bad thing is again, he's probably not going to have that jet to play with now. He'll have to break it out maybe in the second half of that rain that beats in his face.
Yeah.
But no big deal. That's plenty acceptable. He got right through it. So they take
Soze's right back on his heels now, so it's right back in.
And that's what we say with this game, you know, especially, and I know that you run 4 a lot. I mean, if you're going to do a race in these games, you know, 4 or 9, it's not over till it's over.
That's right. Anything can happen. It's anybody's game.
Treble did a nice job there, damage boosting through the Sniper Joe with the Rush Jet.
And here comes the rain where it pushes up against you. In this screen, it'll push against you. In the last screen, right before the boss door, it'll push you forward. So you kind of want to adjust your strategies going into each stream. You don't want to get pushed off into a pit.
So coming through that rainstorm. Now this one is where you want to be active. Bouncing around here, going with the rain. It can take you quickly right through to the end of the stage here, and Creble got through that. It's a little bit tougher than it looks because those platforms are thin. If you have an input failure, like me playing on Legacy Collection, you know,
it's tight jumps.
A long way back. So we don't have a bro here, it appears. Definitely not, yeah. We got Trollnado here for Creble as Sozeman.
See how Soze is.
Let's see if we get a Bronado or a Tornado Bro, however you want to go it. Appears.
Oh, no.
We got a slight bro. He stayed on the ceiling so the balls could fall.
Yeah, it's a semi-bro. Get a semi-bro.
We're heading to your buddy Albert Wiley stage here.
Oh yeah, my favorite stage, Wiley 1. Good lord. I've had so much trouble with this stage, man. It's rough. A lot of things could happen in just this stage alone. Mr. Wiley here, Mr. Virginia Slims himself.
There he is. Well, you know, he's got to be an old man. He is Albert Wiley the Fourth, I did read, and something about it, I think. You know, he must have those good genetics to be cranking away on 50 years on the Virginia Slims and still be kicking.
Yeah, well, he's probably got a Virginia Slim in one hand and a black coffee in the other.
He's a man's man. On to this right now, you're going to see, I think, 2 different strats here, unless Soze changed it from last time we've seen it. Treble's going to go right through with the Buster. Well, I think Soze is going to take the Jewel Satellite right here, and you can get through there a little bit safer. Treble missed his jet there, but did a good job on collecting himself and getting back up there.
Yeah, the Jewel Satellite strat there in the first screen is pretty smart. I prefer doing that strat too.
It's the one I like, and it's a very powerful weapon, and it takes just about everything in its sight out. These guys now are only a couple screens behind each other, and this has been a really good showing so far, a really good race.
It's been a great race. A lot of back and forth action, just shows how really closely knitted these 2 players are.
So probably here for both of these guys, I'm going to imagine they're going to use the Rush Coil here to bounce up here. Oh, I forgot. Creble does the
Slurpee
bravery test. He does the Slurpee Darko. Well, Soze goes in, and we're dang near synced up.
You're darn, yeah, we're almost neck and neck. We're a couple seconds behind each other. That's great.
Creble with the dangerous jet grab there, while Soze freezes the beam there because he doesn't really care for the jet through there, and I don't blame him. I've been struggling with it myself lately. It's
very tight.
It's
very
difficult
tight.
to place that dog where you want. But yeah, these guys are only a screen apart. It's great.
Awesome.
So Creble and Soze are going to use the dog to get over to those transporters a little bit quicker. Got to have enough.
Where things get interesting. These pushers.
They can be a game changer. They are some of the more trolly things you'll see.
Yeah.
Creble used a little bit more of Rush Jet to get over the guy there, while the damage boost from Soze. So there's a couple different strats you can do here. You can either kind of mash away with the pea shooter there. I don't know what you call it there. You can take the you can go with the plug ball on the 7th kill of the pushers there and kind of utilize that to get the balls to go by a little bit faster, push towards them. Or you can do the pea shooter and kill 10 of those pusher guys and then use the tornado power to finish off. But Soz did a good job with balancing out and not using up all his
They
plug.
are like neck and neck.
Creble got through the same way. Are we synced?
They are just about synced.
They are.
Ooh.
They're synced.
Wow, that is so close.
Wiley won. Nice. These guys are
Very
giving
good job by both runners right there to get synced up to each other. That's awesome. Very good job.
So this is the stage that many runners fear maybe the most. Wiley too. There is so much difficulty with this, so much strats with the dog, a lot of spikes, a lot of, obviously the flower makes the appearance. It's tough. There's a lot of pinpoint jumps, like a few frames with some of the jumps here with the spikes and the ceilings and stuff like that. So this is a scary stage and it can hurt you in a big way. So I'm sure these guys weren't really looking forward to this one. I know I don't. So right now Kreble's going to utilize the concrete to get across while Soz takes the jet.
It's very interesting to see, you know, how close these guys are and using different strats, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they getting a good out timer.
Kreble out to a little bit of a lead right now, but nothing too crazy here. He's pulled a little bit of time away, but still very close. Only a screen separating out. This part's tough right here with these jumps. You can bonk your head and fall right into the spikes. Kreble with no fear.
No
He doesn't
fear.
pause, he just goes right into it.
He goes for it.
Soz is going to do the pause, which I don't blame him.
So they're going a little bit safer, which is good. So you can see they're pretty good.
Yeah, stay alive and catch up some other time, you know, instead of falling
right.
behind with a big death that's ugly and going to put you way back over to where the flower was. So
Right.
nothing wrong with that. Kreble got the last pixel, I think, for the dog to land on the screen. Nice job. Oh, but he takes a little bit of damage there, and he's going to have to redo that screen. Soze taking advantage of that and catching up a little bit more.
So they right on his heels. Kreble decided to mash that guy down instead of taking a damage boost there. We're coming into the shark. 3 phases of a shark.
Yep, they'll use the rush coil here for phase 1 to prop themselves up so they can kill those missiles and shoot into the back end there to where the damage comes out. Now you gotta make sure you kill these missiles here, because if you don't, that hatch will not open up, as you can see right there. Now Kreble having a little bit of problem because the shark's butt went up in the air, and that allows Soze to pull ahead a little bit. Soze's gonna use the tornadoes. This is a strat that I use because I take too much damage with the trident, but Kreble on the other hand is going to use that, and it saves you a menu, which will save you probably a second or two, and he did a really nice job for that fight. RNG kind of depends what you're going to get here from the face of the shark, but both guys did a tremendous job, and
Very good job.
dang near synced up again.
Now Soze is just barely in the lead, just slightly. Wow. About a 1 second difference. These guys are awesome.
I'm having fun.
I'm having a blast.
Alright, Wiley 3, so you're going to see this is kind of a little bit of a... This is probably one of the places you're not going to want to take a death, because it's going to have 2 long wall elevator type things that you'll see coming up here.
It's kind of the auto-scroller of Mega Man 9 right here.
That too. Let's see the swag dance. This
So
makes
they
the
go
run
for the
valid
swag
too.
dance. You Kreble
Alright,
dance
I know-
yet?
So's doing a little slow strut. There's
Oh,
Kreble.
there they go. Run's valid now.
That's the spirit. Yeah. Get after it.
The
Be
Mafia
happy and dance. You guys are giving us a good show. There you go. You guys get to the ladder about the same time here. Now we're going to see possibly a damage boost coming up here from Soze, which he does. Creble just got through that jump. That jump is really tight, and if you jump a little bit too high, you're going to kiss those spikes. If you don't jump enough, you're going to land on the spike. It's a pretty tight jump, and it's scary. I've lost more than runs that I cared about to that little spot there, and I don't blame Soze for taking that damage to go through there. Up the wall, number 2 here. Soze is first. He's going to want to move a little bit to get off that spike, but right in that first little track there between the 2 belts is kind of your sweet spot where you're going to be safe through that entire run up the wall. You're going to have your little pincher dude coming up here to grab you over to take you to M-Tank land, which is going to be very, very important to fill up here. We'll see where the guys fill up. A lot of the runners will start filling up right there at that ladder because they want to get through their weapon fill up as quick as possible without wasting time filling up stuff they don't need necessarily or have to worry about. Yeah, Creble with the tornado strats. That might be new since I've last seen him run this game, because I thought he used to do the Trident. But he gets right through.
These guys keep getting synced up, and it's great. This is awesome.
Well, it was a good idea too for Creble because he didn't have, even if that was his choice that he wanted to do, I think he only had 1 Trident left, so he was really in trouble once he wanted to use his M-Tank. So the synced up guys here at the Easy Devil, let's see if they make it easy. Get the 1 cycle here. Very important because I think both guys are capable of doing it.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Creble just missed it.
And that's
so
going to be
gets it. Wow.
Yeah, that's about 21-second lead now for Soze.
Wow. Good job. Wow.
It's tougher than it looks, though. If you're not used to it, it's hard to get that bomb to explode and to get the pause going. There's a lot of coordination that goes in with it. And some are better than others at picking it up. But I know Creble can do it, but he just missed it. And that happens. But he gets the kill right away because he had 4 hits out of the 5. So these guys are moving right into the Wily 4 here. Right on each other's heels.
Yeah, and that 2 cycle, this close of a race, things could still happen in Wily Capsule, Wily Casino, so it's anybody's game, and it's been a tight race all race long, and it's been awesome. So let's see how refights go.
Go for broke.
Yeah.
And that's for sure. It's all about the casino, and that capsule can be an absolute nightmare, but we'll see how it goes for both these guys.
Look, good pattern from Galaxy here. Swoop.
Alright,
Goes up in the air.
He got the half decent one. And now
he's using his M-Tank now.
Yep, he's almost out of concrete, but 3 shots shouldn't be that big of a deal for him. He'll still have enough for the second phase. Creble will jump right in as well.
There we go. So 1 swoop, 2 swoops. He goes up in the air.
He's gonna have to wait for it though. Unless we want to break it.
There you go.
It'll do it now. On the plug gave him a really trolley pattern there, stating him all the way over to the right. Soze had to go chase him down.
See how the tornado goes.
I don't think he was a bro last time for Soze. Let's see if he makes
I don't think he was a pro for either one. Oh, he goes straight. Ouch. Bad.
Could have been worse, but job done. He stayed at least on the ground there.
Yeah, at least for the second part.
So about 1 robot master behind now. That's anybody's race.
Yeah, it's still pretty tight race. Really good job by both these runners.
Magma's the backup to take Magma out. He's probably not very happy about that. That Wily kind of jobbed him out of that one.
Ooh.
Are these like robots, aren't they? I don't know. Anyway, on the Hornet, pretty good kill there for Soze. Creble's going to be up on Magma here. He'll break out the Magma to finish him off as well. Soze pulling a little bit ahead.
He's making quick work of these robot masters.
Yep, still pretty close, but he's having really good refights right now.
Oh yeah, Mellow
And it's going to be a left side.
Nice
job, Soze. I don't know if I've seen him pull that one off yet. Good job. He gets to his last robot master here, and then to the Easter egg hunt, or the tennis match, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Real good kill there on concrete.
Alright, here we go.
The goal is to get the 3 shots to his jawline as quick as possible. And you can smash away there with the trident to get up and into his jaw quickly. And that was
Oh, really good job.
round 1. Concrete block is the weapon of choice for phase 2. He's going to take a little bit of damage there.
He's taking a lot of damage here.
I think he has an E-tank, so he's not probably too concerned about it. He wants to get through it as quick as possible because he knows his buddy Kreble's on his tail.
Right.
And here we go with the final phase here. He's going to fill up with his E-tank just as a safety.
Smart.
Kreble with a pretty good Easter egg hunt. Got him. Nice job. Soze's gonna break out the magma because he is Wiley's kind of trolling him there towards the end, and he gets the job done.
Soze got it. Good game, Sozeman. Wow, that was awesome. Very good race. Kreble right behind him too. Coming up on his capsule. What a great race.
Came down to the end. That's all you can ask for. So it was a great win in game 1 here.
Yeah, Casino kind of being a little, Wiley being a little jerk for Kreble here.
Yeah, he's
giving him a bad pattern.
out on the ceiling.
Just will not come down at all. May have to switch to B's here.
Albert, please get down here.
Yeah. Here you go. Oh. Faked him out.
HA, perfect emote.
Yeah.
And
there we go. You got him now. Good job, CrebleStar. Good game.
Good game, guys.
Wow, that was awesome.
Really good first race. Came down right to the end.
Soze getting the first penguin. We're going to take a little bit of break here, I guess.
Yeah, we'll probably take a couple minutes to go rehydrate.
Drink water.
Yeah. Probably excited each other too much with that race there. They might have to tinkle. Never know.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, and we'll have race 2 coming up here very soon. So what'd you think about it there, Vet?
Oh, that was awesome. That was a really great race. I mean, back and forth, just really shows how tightly these guys are matched up. Just so awesome all the way through, just on the edge of my seat. Very good job by both runners.
Yep, they come with their different styles and whatever works for them, but they're getting the job done, and they're right with each other the entire time, and it was a back and forth battle, and that was great, and that's kind of what we expected. This race,
Hard fought battle all the way there.
40 seconds apart. And Kreble has come up real quickly, catching some serious ground and making some great strides. And Soze's got his work cut out. There's no doubt.
Yeah, they both really had really good job making up lost ground between each other. Whenever they would go fall behind, they would catch up real quick and make up time on each other. It's really good. Just goes to show their skill in this game. All right, I think we're ready for the next one to start. Once I hear audio again. We'll wait for the runners to get ready and we'll start the next one. Sounds like I'm gonna go practice for a little bit.
He's probably not too happy with that plug, how that turned out for him.
Yeah.
Have to take the game over just to get his jetpack. You know, take advantage of the time you have, I guess.
Right?
At least he's getting back at it. This is a big match for these guys because Soze, I think, is 1-1. He took the defeat to the mighty Sorrentine in the first round, and then I think beat Conster yesterday. I believe this is Group B. I don't know. Since the last time I saw the picture, I was in Group A and I got switched to Group F, so I don't know if they're still in Group B, but I know all the players are still in the same group together. But you know, so you know, this is important for Soz because if Kreble takes him out here in the best 2 out of 3, then he's going to go home from the tournament. While if Kreble goes out here, he's going to have to take on the mighty Soren to advance, and that's no small task, because he could be, he's right up there for the best player on the planet, in my opinion. He's the guy that I've seen be the most consistent, getting 31s. So he is really, really super talented, and I don't think Kreble's going to want to have it come down to that. But he's got it in him to make this interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. So's got a little excited starting his timer.
So,
what's the over-under on gold splits that he had in that run? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch his feed. The guy gets a gold split every what, 2 or 3 stages. Probably had a couple.
hopefully this race will start any second now.
Oh, Kreble's ready to go.
Best of 3, match number 2 coming up. Soze in the lead by 1. 1-0.
Yep, they got the first tough one out of the way. I will make a prediction here. You're gonna see some really good times coming up. These guys are capable of. They're 34. I think Soze is easily a 33 runner. I think you're gonna see their times way down this time. I think it's gonna be a much cleaner second game. Well, these guys were probably a little bit disappointed in themselves, even though they gave us a great show. But I really think that they're gonna have a solid race this one. Probably in race 3 too, because I still think it's going 3. I'm selfishly hoping it goes 3.
Alright. Alright, Soze coming up, getting ready now. And we'll be underway shortly. Maybe. Yeah, we're just right on the SpeedGaming room to count the runners down, and we'll get started. Looks like they're having a little issues, but they'll get back up soon.
I know earlier they had to create different race rooms. They had to create one after the end of the first one.
Really?
Every race they were creating different ones. So
It might have just happened to Soze. You're gonna have to get him another room. So, any run predictions for this one, Stunt? Who do you think's gonna pull out ahead in this one?
I said it goes 3, so I say Creble's gonna get this one.
Let's say that one more time.
I said this was going 3 from the get-go, so I think Creble's gonna get this one.
Gotcha. I think you're right. I think Creble's gonna really step it into high gear on this next one.
He's always the guy that's a PB waiting to happen, so
Yeah.
I expect nothing less than a solid run. Maybe he'll finally get sub 35.
Soze having trouble.
Creble. Nice. Yes, and for those who don't know about CrebleStar, he is a tremendous musician. Has a CD coming out, Fear the Leader. Take a look on Amazon, they're selling it there, but he is a great musician. He has, I think, what, 10,000 followers on YouTube. He is really, really super talented. His streams he does. He'll do some music streams, and he gives a real good show on top of doing amazing speedruns. Give these guys a follow, both of them. Soze's a tremendous runner, and I know I've seen him do the 9 games, and I've watched some of his 3 work, and he's incredible too. So give these guys follows if you haven't already. Thank you. Let's take a minute to thank SpeedGaming for hosting all of you. Well, we appreciate you having us on here to these runners show you their skills and their talents, and give people a good show here for the MM9 tournament and all the admin. A lot of guys who put in a lot of hard work. Charlie Boy does a good job with the VODs, and everybody's doing some great work getting this tournament going and keeping it humming along, so appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Alright, new room will be open in a second, guys. Just bear with them. They had to open up a new race room. Sloppy but effective, that's right. That's how I like it. That's how I like it.
Yeah, I think that was a thing today. I don't know if that was how it was or whatever, because I think my first race we used the same race room, but today we had to open up new ones every time, so I don't know if that's the way it always has been. It just happened to work out the one I was a part of, but either way, we're getting this resolved here very soon, and we'll be ready to go here in just a second.
Alright, room's up. Now we'll get the writers ready and get this show started. Sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. We'll get there. There we go.
Those getting ready, so.
Alright. Ready to go. Maybe.
All these things happen. Alright, I think we're about ready here, aren't we?